I can totally put concrete in this. So I saw this big guy, and I knew immediately that I had to put concrete in it. So, snatched him up. He's actually pretty cool. He lights up and changes different color, but I think that we can make it look just a little cooler and take this guy just one step further. And I'm not gonna do something cheap like just turn him over, pour concrete in there, and call it a day. No, I'd like to actually pack the sides and do like a 1 inch to 3/4 inch layer around here. And I'd also like to leave the eye and nose cavities open and maybe make it look a little bit more realistic. But we need a way in here to get the concrete in there. Now, luckily, underneath the base that provides the light can simply be screwed out, and I've got a hole that's big enough to get my whole arm in there. Only it just gets my arm in there, and there's not much room for working in. So I did cut the base out a little larger, and now at this point I can really get my arm in here and work around here real nice and easy. Now that we got our plastic skull prepped, let's put concrete in it. A trash can was the absolute best way that I could think of to hold this in place from rocking back and forth, so we'll see. I'm sure it's no surprise I'm using Rapid Set Mortar Mix, but honestly, you could use any mortar mix you want, or you could probably even get away with using regular concrete. I like to use something really fast and strong, especially for a project like this. So I've already mixed this up to a peanut butter consistency, and I'm mixing this up a little at a time since I'm working with something that sets up so quickly. Are you kidding me? I wanted to do something nice since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know, save the tatas. Alright, here we go. Nice, workable peanut butter consistency, and let's just start packing away. I didn't bother spraying this down with WD-40. This is a very smooth plastic. I don't think it's necessary. So far, so good. I'm working around the eyes and making sure I don't completely cover up the nostril cavity and the eye sockets. But I'm also going to try to make it a little thicker in that area since this might be a delicate part. Alright, so far that was a 1/4 of a bag, and I'm glad I only mixed up that much because I already feel that I'm starting to lose the workability. So I'm going to mix up another small batch and just keep going. Alright, even though this is so super close to being all set up anyway, I'm gonna give this 24 hours just because the walls are so thin, and then we'll figure out how the heck to get this skull out of the skull. By the way, I know that I said that you could pretty much use anything for this project, but I'd like to take that back and say I really don't think that I could have done this with anything other than the Rapid Set Mortar Mix, because especially when I got over here to where I was basically working not just vertically but overhead, it hung just fine. It's like an oven in here because it's so hot because it's setting up so quickly. How much this thing is, can you see how much it's steaming? Look Oh my god, you can see it. You can see it really well that way. Man. Oh my god. And as usual, thank you to my awesome patrons for your continued support. I don't know whose idea it was to make a big, huge, heavy concrete skull. Well, it has been 24 hours. Let's crack this thing open. Gently. See. Off. I think it's coming. I did not pack it anywhere near good enough, that's for sure. That's what these aren't cracks, these are just voids. But I'm hoping that this is going to be one of those happy accidents that's going to add character. But we're gonna see, might as well keep on going. Come on! Is this what a plastic surgeon feels like? Or a brain surgeon? I don't know. What does it look like? Is it good? It looks like shit, but at the same time, it looks pretty cool. No, I like it. I like it. I think it's cool. Do a little bit of cleanup to clean up the flash. I wish I would have went higher up on this hole over here, but I could grind that out if I really want to. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can grind this out just a little bit. Just grind this a little bit. I don't think I went real thick over here, so I don't think I'll be able to grind up much. But I'll clean this up, let it cure for a little bit now that it's been demolded, and get some really great finish shots. Well, one thing I can say is that this is absolutely my favorite I Can Put Concrete in That video, hands down. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I even love the voids that happen from hand packing it. And is it just me, or do you also want to scream out,
Goonies never say die!
Oh, also, since I saved the LED light, I can just simply put it under the skull, and it looks awesome. This is going to look amazing in front of the house for Halloween. I suppose you could also throw a bunch of LED strip lighting, wrap it around a ball or something like that, and throw it under there, and it would work just fine. You could probably also turn this into a planter. Honestly, if you get a chance to do this project, I highly recommend it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find a link to the plastic skull, but if I do, I'll have it down in the link below. By the way, I'm sure you're wondering, is this a one-time use deal? I would love to say that you could just simply tape this back together and do another pour. I have no idea if the tape would hold because this thing was so heavy, but it would definitely be worth a try. If you want to see some of my other Halloween videos, click on them right here. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.